All right, so we're going to continue this part. Again, I don't want you to do any work. I just want you to watch. Okay, so and understand what we're doing. First and foremost, your panel over here, I know we're kind of, there it is right there. So let me go ahead and fix this up so that it's appearing in the area that I'm recording so that there's no discrepancy or any kind of close. Okay, so now you should in the projects panel, okay, project panel should be way over here. You should have three bins, and inside your images, you should have 3 graphics, and then inside your video, you should have about 4 videos. So, and I'm going to ask you to download 2 new videos. One is Fleetwood Mac, okay, and the other one is Amber Waves, both which are inside the downloadable media, which can be accessed through Google Classroom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask that you go to the downloadable center, and let me show you where it's at. Let's see if I can find it. All right, I guess I have to open up it from here. So once again, I go to download. I go to the advanced graphics classwork. Okay, classroom. Go to classwork, and then downloadable media somewhere over here. All right. Now I've got all these to choose from. So what I did was I downloaded Stage. Okay, so I right-click Download, and I downloaded the Music Corner. Right-click Download, and ultimately it will appear. Okay, let me go ahead and bring that down in the Finder. So there it is right here. So if I click on Downloads, there's the music room, and then there is, well, I can't find the other one. Maybe I didn't download it. All right, so I did find Stage. So now what I need to do is put it inside that Lesson 1A folder. And I know that I showed you a lot of different ways of doing this to move. Again, the best way is to create the alias. Okay, the alias, if you need me to show you, go ahead and let me know while during lesson. This is the best way to do it because all I got to do is click and drag, okay, and it's there. Okay, so you'll notice it'll be there. The other way to do it, of course, is to move. You can actually move one folder at a time. I'm going to go ahead and click on, I'm going to have to, basically it involves me pressing and holding down the click. Click, go to Documents, okay, and then click and move it up to GHS. Now this is for my folders. It definitely may not be your folders, and there's Stage again. So anyways, click on Classes, I believe. Okay, and then right here, click on Advanced Graphics. So it takes a once in a while. Maybe you don't have as many steps. Okay, but then when I click on Lesson 1, there's Stage and there's a Music Corner. And I'm just going to drag that into my Images folder like that. Okay, and as I said before, I can't seem to find the Finder again. Where are you? There, the Stage. Again, I'm going to bring that up again. Okay, so I've got several different things. So now, what I'd like for you to do is we're going to create a timeline here, and you notice for me it's empty. For you it may not be, but regardless, we're going to create what is known as a sequence. Okay, a sequence is basically a series of videos, audio, and other like still shots that appear on the timeline. It kind of what composes a movie. And so we're going to go to File, New, okay, and then we're going to go down to Sequence. Now here's where it gets interesting, because last year I had asked you to use DV, and I think it was one of these guys here, like 1280 by 720 or something like that, with 30 frames per second. I still would like you to use that, but now because of the advent of really high-tech graphics, we can use this. We can go up to 1900 pixels height and 1080, whichever works. You know, this is more of the high-end stuff. So let's go ahead and do this 1080p. Okay, highlight that and go ahead and choose that. This is more of the high end. Actually, you know what? We might do this instead. Total video. You know what? Let's do this one. 720. Let's do AVCD 720 30. Okay, that's 30 frames per second. Okay, as you can see right there. And let's choose that one. And then, okay, for now, for the name of the sequence, let's just call it sequence 01. That's fine. And then press OK. There we go. Now here's our situation right here. So what I'd like you to do now is, first things first, click on the two computers. There you see the name. This is a still shot. This is a no-brainer. Just drag it in here. Okay, and as you can see, it's kind of small. Okay, but I can stretch it out a little bit. Okay, very simple. And I'm going to bring the timeline down so I can see more of that. You see how I'm moving the timeline? Okay, there we go. Okay, they're bigger, smaller. And it all depends on how much you need to see. The nice thing about this is that the timeline stretches all the way across. So I'm going to have it at 5 seconds. Okay, I can just click here. And again, I can go ahead and go down up to, let's say right about there, 5 seconds. Okay, and you can see right as I'm scrolling, duration. Okay, I'm going to put it down to, on the left, look at the left numbers, 5.2, 5.21, 5, anyway, this is 501, that's good. Yeah, that's good enough right there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put in another. Now I don't have to click on this and make it appear in the source. Okay, I can just drag from the timeline over to here. There we go. Okay, and what I want to do is keep it the same kind of length. All right, now I'm going to choose a image. So I'm going to choose the amber waves of grain. And as you can see, it just waves a little bit, okay? But I'm only interested in just a few seconds of it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, like maybe after like a minute of it. So I'm going to click right here, move this left scrub to about a minute, and press this button, the mark in. And then I'm going to go across until I hit the 2-minute mark, right about there. And then I'm going to go and press mark out. So I'm not interested in the music. I'm only interested in the video. So if I was only interested in the video, I click on this icon where it says drag video only. I'm going to click drag. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so anyways, that is quite a bit. That's 18 seconds. So I didn't realize, well actually that's quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and shrink this a little bit. That's it. Okay. I guess I should have stopped at 20 seconds. At any rate, that's where it's at. I'm going to add another gym step over here. Okay. I'm going to add another one over here. Okay, that's 2 images. Okay, that's 2 images. And now I'm going to add the NASA. Let's go ahead and highlight this. That's so cool. And let's go ahead and on this screen right here, keep an eye on it. So let's say at 120, let's go to 140. So at 120, I'm going to put the in mark. I'm going to scroll up to 140, put the out mark, and at this point, I'm going to press on the, I'm going to put in just the video only, and notice it's kind of big. Excuse me. And I'm going to finally, did I put in music room? So I'm going to put in the stage now. And and that's it, okay? Notice the sequence is right there. It really doesn't belong in that folder. Okay, so if I click on images, sequence is gone. The sequence actually should belong on its own. So I'm going to drag sequence out of there and just put it on its own, okay? Now that we got all the images, I can close images. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in thunderstorm, double click, and once again, okay, crazy thunderstorm. So I'm going to, okay, so 30, 34, let's go, click here, 30, 54, And by the way, you can always, like shrink this a little bit so you can see more of everything. Let me see if I can, quite a big, let's just do 0 to 20 seconds, right about there. So I'm going to put the end part right there. I don't have to do the beginning because the beginning started at 0. And let's go ahead and drag only the video. And again, it kind of goes off screen. And I think I brought the whole video in. That's not what I wanted. So let me try this again. Let's go ahead and put it in a little bit. And let's just choose that one. I don't know exactly. That is really long. I guess, then again, this is like almost, that's quite significant. Let's go ahead and bring this in more. And now drag in this. And again, quite significant. All right, well, anyways, what we can do is, let's make it only a few seconds long. Let's make it equal to this. And this is a good time for me to introduce you one of these tools that we're going to use. And that's the razor tool. See the razor tool? Click on that. And what we'll do is we'll just cut it right here. There it is. See, notice the division there? And if you click on this icon here, click back to that timeline, now we've got a nice little thing here. Okay, so that is the sequence, and it's silent. You can't hear anything. So there is my computer room. Now, what you can do right now is I can show you this. If you click on that clip, now that's pretty big. If you click on that clip and you click on Effects Control, there's a thing called Scale. So the scroll, you can actually scrub across, and there you have it. Okay, so now it looks more sense. Let's do the same thing for this one. Now this one's a little too small. So I highlight that area, and I scrub right on Scale. Now it looks good. Same thing here. This one is too big again. I'm going to scrub left. Go next one. I'm going to scrub left. So highlight it first, and then scrub left. Then comes this part. That's too small. Let's scrub right. This one, too big. Highlight, scrub left. Okay. I'm resizing. This one's too small. Scrub right. There we go. So basically, you can actually now do this and do some crazy stuff. Okay, and really nice effects. Okay, and now for the final thing is the Fleetwood Mac song. Let's go ahead and click on it so that there it is. Now this time, the only thing I want is the audio. So instead of doing this guy right here, I'm going to click on Drag Audio. So click and bring it in. There it is. Okay, and we can add a little effect here and there. So watch the So that one is a little too long, so we can zip over and watch it all. And watch it have. And what you love. So notice the word thunder. It's kind of the appropriate. So what I want to hear is the word thunder. Okay, so thunder, right about there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to move this across. Okay, right about there. And then I'm going to elongate this last one. So.
And what you love, and what you hate, and what you love.
Okay, thunder, that's where I want it to appear. Right about there, and maybe even go in a little bit. And there you go. So what I'm going to do now is elongate this one and move it out. I'm going to elongate this one. Well, I'm going to elongate both these guys, okay? And elongate that. Now, of course, is a kind of a long, but watch what happens.
What you love.
So appropriate. Alright, and of course you notice that the words kind of appear, I mean the song right here kind of goes on. So I'm just going to cut this here, and then I'm going to remove this here. And that's the aim for today. So your homework would be to come up with your own clips and find a song that you like, and we'll put your thing. So it might be a sequence of you walking, might be a sequence of you doing some work, something around the house. Maybe you're doing a sequence of, cooking. Just come up with, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe about 8 sequences, about say 30 seconds to about a minute each. All right, so you're going to go ahead and save this, and I will save this. And that's what we're going to do today. We'll see you later at that point. Okay, ciao for now, bruh. Stop and save recording. Yes.